So this is New York session. Our London session struggled a little bit up and down, giving confirmation for the analysis I had shared earlier. Um, yeah, so I think I was looking for price to stay below this area of resistance on DXY. This is the DXY right now. This is the 30-minute time frame on DXY. We are in New York session right now. We had the first 30 minutes push up, and the second 30 minutes is dropping right now. So I needed price to stay below this trend line, be below this resistance level up here. And I need price to crash this support or bias. We have one level of touch from bias here, the second level of touch um, from bias here, and then this is the third level of touch. But at this time, we see the trend line is comfortably broken. Okay, and I need price to stay below this trend line here, and I need price to break below the bias here, so that means that the dollar index has the higher potential to dump or drop down. But overall, it looks like the dollar index, um, from the earlier overview we did, looks like the dollar index is showing something of a head and a shoulder pattern like this. And we see price hit this area, neckline, this trend line broke, retest. So this area seems like the right shoulder. And we need price to comfortably give us the bearish pattern break and break this area of even small support and then drop to the downside. So with this confirmation, we will be more confident to be able to trade. And we will not trade the DXY, but we are going to be buying Euro USD if this confirmation is given on the DXY. So right now, price is still struggling. Okay, it's still struggling. So we want to see it comfortably break this bias here, this support here, current support level here on the 30 minutes, then we will be able to be free that this is going to drop, at least it's going to drop down. Let's see the daily time frame. The daily time frame on the DXY, so we can see there is this area of so resistance, sellers here pushing price down, sellers here pushing price down. We can see price gives indication, breaks these lows here. You see this bearish close here, price drop pushes up. We see this last 3 days candle push up into the sellers here, rejected down. Yesterday's candle pushed up, stopped around this area, and today's candle makes its way up, left a wick, and is currently trying to drop down. So we need, you see where I put this um, rectangle or line here, we need today's candle to be able to match up, fill up to the body or open of yesterday's candle, drop up to this level. If that is to happen and price closes bearish from today's candle, then we will be more likely to see price dropping down more. So if I'm taking this level as my daily time frame confirmation for the sell, then um on the, let me see, on the 4 hour, I would want to see, so that level is this. Let me put a yellow color on this. Yeah, so this is the yellow shaded area. I need price to stay below here to have the daily time frame bearish confirmation. Price to close below this yellow area. Um, but on the 4 hour, we can see a perfect morning star that is trying to form. That is trying to form inside this area of supply. Um, so we need that to perfectly form. Price drops first, pushes up, and then we see a bearish 4-hour candle closing, and then
Application is
the next
एक बार में बाकी
and the next 4-hour candle, the next 4-hour candle moved up, retested up here, and it's currently still struggling. Okay, it's currently still struggling. But if we look here, the last bearish candle, sorry, bullish 4-hour candle, the open was down here where these buyers were, and it pushed up. So for this sell to internally work here from the 4-hour time frame, we need the current 4-hour candle to be able to engulf and break or close below the open of the last 4-hour candle. And then that's what I'm waiting on, or I'm looking for, to be able to get a 4-hour confirmation for this drop or sell. Yeah, if it doesn't happen, price will keep buying, and it means that we need to be selling Euro USD, GBP USD rather. So we are trading based on the reaction, and sometimes we will keep struggling with entries here and there until um, price gives us a perfect direction, unless we have to totally wait and wait for a more better confirmation. On 1 hour, um, at New York session, we see the first 1 hour candle is still playing. Um, yeah, first 1 hour candle is still playing. I think it should be preparing to close very soon. So we can see price pushed up from here. Buyers push price up. Sellers brought it back down. Kind of indication correction. And we see buyers step in again, push the price all the way up again. And it's currently trying to reject. Okay, so we need this 1 hour candle to, even if it closes bullish, the next 1 hour candle after this rejection, the next 1 hour candle should be able to engulf, okay, the bias, and that is going to be our confirmation to say that this pair is going to go bearish. Um, and yeah, so from the 30 minutes, we still don't have the confirmation yet. From the 30 minutes, it seems like the 30 minute candle pushed up real strong. Buyers pushed the price up from this support. Um, and then the next 30 minute candle pushed down, retested this area, came below that trend line, neckline here, diagonal support resistance. It came below it, and it's currently rejecting. So we are left with about 10 minutes for this 30 minute candle to close. We need it to be able to engulf, okay, engulf. So our sell entry should be here. Okay, our sell entry should be once price uh is able to engulf. For an early sell entry, I will put it here at the exact place where the trend line price stays. Once price stays below the trend line here, that should be the exact place. But that is also risky. When you enter here, there is totally not a clear confirmation yet. But for a 4-hour confirmation, we need this to drop, price to drop and close below here. Then we can enter our sales from below here. Without that, we cannot sell. I will not sell. So this is something, and this will make the stop loss also a little bit wider, but it's better that way. Um, so let's still be checking, and the TP or the take profit is going to be going. We'll expect the daily time frame to also get the confirmation closing below the yellow area here, and we would also expect price to keep dropping down, and then the target is going to be very long if we are taking this trade up to somewhere here. But like I said, we still need that confirmation. Without that, we cannot. So you see, the next 30 minutes candle came down, and it's still rejecting, which means buyers are still very strong around this level, trying to push the price up. So let's see how that translates to Euro USD. We can see the Euro USD pushed all the way back up to this level here, and we can see sellers are also still pressing or pushing price down, which means there is real struggle around this area. So this range, we see sellers are here pushing price down, sellers are here pushing price down. Then we can see, so I've put here above, a close above this level is the buys on Euro USD, similar to the DXY. So, but then we can frame an early entry here because initially there were buyers here and these buyers were crashed. And when price came for the retest, it was able to break above where the buyers were and then drop down to retest them, moved up again and dropped down to break wick through the buyers again, and it's trying to stay above this level here where buyers were previously pushing price up. So if price stays above this level here, that could be an early buy entry, and that is why I've put the buy entry buy entry around this area. But from the way it's looking, a better confirmation will be when price moves up and closes above this sellers here. So I've put an alert around this area. So we still don't have that confirmation here to be able to buy. And so if price does not give this confirmation and it stays below this level and then invalidate this area here, I mean, we just have to, let me see the other possibility. So we have clean traffic from below this area to this yellow zone, this area here, for a sell, okay? So we could sell Euro USD from this area down to this this area here, down here. So, but let's see, price is still forming at New York session. We don't have all the confirmations yet for the buy, and we are not still too clear about the sell yet. Well, for sell, it is clear, but I wouldn't enter into sell right now. I want to wait if it will give a buy confirmation. Yeah. For USD JPY, we can see there is this area of resistance here. Price sellers are here. Price attempts this area once, twice, and it's kind of trying to test this area for the third time. I don't expect this area to break, but if it breaks and price stays above this area, that's the buy, a buy entry for me. But I expect price to resist around this area and reject and kind of drop down. Because if the DXY is going to continue to be bullish, then USD JPY will also be bullish. If the DXY is going to be bearish, then USD JPY is also going to be bearish. Yeah, so currently it's also looking like kind of pushing up, which means that the DXY is, the dollar is looking very strong right now at New York session. And like I said, this is the first two 30-minute candles. So we still have to wait and see after the 1 hour candle closes, what the next 1 hour candle or movement is going to be. Then we can make decisions. So yes, I can see a perfect head and a shoulder pattern on the high, yeah, this area. We saw a hit here, a retest at the support, come down, retest again, breaking.
But say that thing
We have a right shoulder
this thing
here,
dey weak now.
a right shoulder formed. So let me put
Yeah, they just don't say all this native
let me
farm. If
put
you keep
this
am so you go
neckline
come
here.
dey don't forget
Let me put this neckline here. Yeah, so does anyone have any question, or does anyone has any pair you want me to um look at New York session if we can have? If you have any pair, please unmute your mic and then just say. So I'm looking at price staying below this trend line. It looks like right now we've broken and we are above the trend line. Let's see how price will react in this zone. If it drops back to stay below here, boom, we have to be selling. Okay, so GBP USD is already looking bearish, and so everything is looking clear. I mean, everything is clear now. It looks like the dollar is strong, and the dollar might not give um any signs of weakness right now. It looks like the dollar is strong and is trying so hard not to show any signs of weakness. So let's see, because GBP USD is also looking bearish. Okay, it's looking bearish. GBP USD is looking bearish. Yeah, so there's um a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of tension right now in the market, looking at the news, a lot of misfeelings. Yeah, but let's see uh how things are going to go. So let's see. Guys, any question right now? Any question? Any question?
Yeah,
So,
I have a question.
okay.
Yeah, my question is, if you want to enter a trade, using the higher time frame, let me say the 1 day candle, after the 12 hours candle,
Mhm,
then let me say you want
mhm,
to buy,
mhm.
then the
I'm listening. Okay. It seems your network is not.
the previous high, or let me say the previous high, let me say sorry, the previous low has not been taken.
You mean daily time frame previous candles low is not taken out?
Kevin,
Mhm. Your network is still not clear for me. I can't hear you. Does any other question? Anyone else? You can leave the meeting and join again. You can leave the meeting and join again to see if you have a better connection. But let's look at, yeah, so Euro USD is trying to be consistent, staying
yeah,
around the
Mr. Kevin,
entry. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay, so USD JPY, sorry, GBP USD um, has rejected around this area of interest here. Yeah, so let's see if it's going to push up the same analysis. We are still in New York session. You can see the green color. This is the overlap. So price is still struggling to find the exact direction right now. But it's also pretty simple here. Buyers were here before, push price up, push price up, price come here, they push it up, they push it up again here. And currently we are seeing a bearish close below the buyers. So for price to buy, we need price to push back up and stay above where the buyers already previously have pushed price up. So an early entry on GBP USD buy is going to be above this zone I just marked if price stays above here. So that should be anything above anything above here, anything above this area, and stop loss is going to be below the low that it has made for us. Okay, the low it has given to us, that's going to be the stop loss, or yeah, something like that. But if you are taking a trade from this area above this support here, then we have this internal level here where a lending sessions high, we can see here that sellers were here active. Price gets here, they push it down. Price gets here, they push it down. Price gets here, they push it down again. So the confirmation for more buys is for price to break above this internal level of resistance where sellers are. If we get a body close above here, that is going to be good. So that is what I will be waiting for, I'll be looking for. But first, an aggressive and early entry could be if price pushes up above this bearish candle, this last bearish candle, price pushes above it and closes. Okay, then it means that we are still above the support, because we should be selling below support, buying above support. Okay. So buying above the support and then selling below the support. Yeah. So let's see. And then the target is going to be very, 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 very long target. Going to be taking this high out completely, and also seeing price going up much, much more. But for now, let's do it like this. So we need that to happen. But like I said, everything depends on the DXY. So we need a DXY to stay below this area of interest trend line here. And we need a DXY to engulf and also close below this bias down here. But once this is happening, we will be good on the trades on Euro USD and GBP USD. So that's what I'm anticipating. So we have the 1 hour candle closing. 1 hour candle is closed. We see a rejection. Price is staying below this resistance. If we look at it from a head and a shoulder perspective, we can look at it like this: a high, lower high, higher high. Price drops, retest for a left shoulder. We are below the resistance. So we can see if this current 1 hour candle engulfs, if it engulfs, we will be good to go. Okay, so we need to still wait for 1 hour or probably 2 hours. So we might not take an entry right now, because if you all want to trade and you can use demo real accounts, I want you to get the better confirmation before you enter, so that you avoid we avoid unnecessary losses. As it is right now, I cannot sell. Sorry, I cannot buy, because if I'm going to buy, I need price to keep pushing up and stay above this area. Then I'll be okay. The thing is trying to just keep going up, then we can frame a buy entry. But now we are getting the rejections, and price is also not dropping to give us the bearish indication or engulfing here. So we are still torn within this range, and we have to wait and get a better entry or a better confirmation. But I am leaning towards selling, okay, sells more than buys. But let's see what the market will give us. It is what the market will give us that we will take. So let's look at the USD JPY2. We got another 30 minutes candle closing bullish, but the next 30 minutes candle opens. So let's see where that is also going to take us to. Let me look at the 1 hour time frame on. So the 1 hour candle closes very big, very bullish. Is it going to continue pushing up? I can't tell right now, because for price to be able to give us a very bullish move, we will need price to clear this internal resistance area here. And right now, it has not cleared it yet, which means there is still a possibility that price will want to reject this current 1 hour candle, will push down and then kind of engulf, okay, the previous 1 hour candle. So we have to still keep watching. Let me see the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, so we had this big 4 hour candle that crashed this support here. Okay, so price is just trying to trade within retesting this indicative 4 hour bearish candle. Okay, so price came back, retested, dropped down, pushed up again, retested. We got a bearish engulfing candle. Then price is trying to retest that bearish engulfing candle right now. So like I said, we need price to close above this whole zone here in order for price to be seen as wanting to go bullish. So this is also inside the range. We have this area resistance here and we have this support here. We should see a break either to the upside or a break to the downside in order to be sure to take a trade on the USD JPY. So we can see the market is just trying to range. Okay, there is no, like I said, there is tension, a lot of tension with the news and things happening. There is a lot of tension. So we have to wait for the market to give us the reaction we need. Is it going to break up or is it going to come back down and break down? We don't know. Okay, so we have to wait and see. Let me go back to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so we have to still wait and see what is going to be happening. But like I said, I will not be buying because we are still inside this range, but I will be okay to sell if price gives like a 30-minute bearish rejection or engulfing. I can take risk and take an early entry up there. That still depends on the dollar index. So let's see how things will go. Gold, yes. So we got a push down on gold. Personally, I've been waiting for gold to drop a little bit to clear or retest this area again. And I'll see if I can take a buy if I get a perfect bullish structure down here. But it's not been able to, it's not coming there soon. It's not coming there. So from this range, I can see price pulled back up into 78.6%, and it is retesting 61.8% back. This is a perfect place where we can take a buy, okay, on gold. But I was waiting for price to drop into 50% equilibrium, giving a fair price, okay, so that I can enter. As you know, everybody wants to buy low, buy at low price. We don't want to buy when the thing is high. And then also, if you look at the daily time frame, it looks like we have this bearish candle dropping down after this all-time high was broken. So this came down to retest that all-time high. We see a push above one doji bullish and then a bullish candle. We are inside this area of supply here and premium inside of this range. This is not a perfect range, but inside of this range. So I can see there is this imbalance of fair value gap around this area, which is the exact area where the 50% level is. So I'm looking to see if price will dip down. If price will dip down and take the low of yesterday's candle out. Okay, if price would take the low of yesterday's candle out, which is this area, and enter into the 50% level, that's what I'm looking at right now. So I put a yellow line there. So let's see if price did that on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, did price do that? Okay, it looks like price dipped into the yellow area, took out this low, which means that price dipped a little bit into the fair value gap, but it still did not come close to the 50% area where I was waiting for price to fully fill the imbalance. It might not come, it might also drop and come. So I'm looking to see that reaction. Then I will look for 15-minute, 30-minute bullish rejections around that zone and see if I can buy. But so this area, it did not come there. It looks like it just broke the yesterday's low or wick a little bit, and it's trying to, we see rejections here, rejection one, rejection two. Yeah. So still unclear, it's still unclear if these rejections are going to be enough to push price up like that again. But that I'm staying away from gold right now to see clearly what is going to happen. And like if we should also see, so the last important resistance or is here. You see price push up, bearish close, drop back up. So sellers are around this area here, inside here. Sellers are also around the top here, around this area. So for price to buy, it must move and close above these sellers here. That is going to be a good indication, maybe a break of structure. We should get some retest, and then price could continue going up, making bullish structures. As it is right now, we don't have that. Okay, we only have rejections. We don't have any engulfing activity, any break of structure yet. So buying gold right now is not a good option. It's likely to drop much more into the 50% zone. It's likely also to take a little bit more time to give us a proper break of structure after these rejections before, yeah. So let's see how it plays out. If I put a trend line here, yeah, we're still not above the trend line. Yeah, so it still need a lot of time to make decisions or kind of get confirmations. Okay, so it looks like the dollar is getting more stronger and stronger. The DXY, wow, the DXY is pushing up real hard, which means that we might not be able to buy Euro USD. We might not be able to buy Euro USD because the dollar index is strong. The dollar is very, very strong today. Okay, so yeah, so it will take a longer time, a long time. Even if it will drop, it will take a long time. Yeah, so it's above here. If this candle closes bullish, we should be good to go. We should be buying. The dollar will be strong. If this candle closes bullish, if this 30 minutes closes bullish again, it means this place that we are seeing as a head, if your head is taken out, what can you do? You can't do anything. If this area, if it pushes really strong up, then it means that this whole bearish pattern that is trying to form is not valid anymore. So, but it's still working around that place. So let's see. USD JPY is entering into the resistance once more time. Yeah. Is it going to break through and stay above it? I can't tell. I don't know. Yeah, guys, any more question? We have like five minutes to go. So we cannot trade yet. USD, GBP USD did not give that close above this area. It looks like we are going to continue to be bearish. So if you want to sell, I think we can think of selling rather than buying at this point. At this point, it's better to think of selling because we've broken this support. We have a resistance here. We've broken this support. Price could not go back above and it's dropping down. This range is a perfect range. We have a low point here. It gave us a high. So let me measure this range real quick. We have 50% push to 38, 50% retest, 61.8% now, 61.8% retracement. Price is looking real bearish. The DXY is also looking bullish. I'm telling you, USD JPY is trying to break this resistance here, sellers here. Yeah, so what you should expect here is the break, a break here. You should expect price to drop back into that same area and then buy. So my entry point is there. So I'll wait for it to perfectly break and then I will see if it breaks and stays above this zone. I will enter buys on USD JPY. Yeah. So the dollar index is going up. So this is what I keep saying. The DXY has a positive correlation with USD JPY. If the dollar index is bullish, USD JPY is also bullish. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah. And then Euro USD is going to be bearish. So we can see prices reacting into this resistance sellers here. It doesn't want to go above. If once it's staying below this area where buyers were previously, this level is a sell. Okay, so let me take this buy sign out. Okay, I'm not saying you should sell right now because I am not selling right now. I'll have to wait to see a proper break and retest on the DXY, a break above here, a drop to retest this same area, and then a push up. Just like USD JPY, a proper break, a drop to retest, and then a buy. Okay, so Euro USD is the same thing. We want to be selling below this area. Okay, stop loss is a little bit somewhere here or even up to the next resistance zone here. And where is the target? There is a clean traffic to this yellow area and this area. Okay, there's a clean traffic to this area for TP1. Okay, and daily time frame, let's check the daily time frame. It looks like the daily time frame is all looking bearish. So we broke this support, price hit, reject, we see a crash, a little bit of retest, and price is looking to continue going down. So this is a nice concept. Okay, we break a support, price, this is a body close below the support. Okay, daily, yesterday's candle close below the support. Okay, so and then price did a small retest, and then if it stays bearish